Guys, this is Crafty Cat. Welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. We have something a little bit different today. So, I was just all comfy cozy in my room having a cup of coffee. It was horrible weather, windy like crazy. Then I'm not going anywhere. And then I was scrolling on Facebook and I saw that our local art society called the Algoma Art Society was having an art sale at the museum. And that they were closing at 4 p.m. And it was like 2 p.m. No, maybe 1:30 when I saw it. So I had a quick shower and I ran over as fast as I could. I drove across town. Then I had to park at the library and walk a couple streets over because there's all kinds of construction going on and there was no parking. So yeah, so this is the Algoma Art Society, and I can't believe how many talented artists there are here in my town. This was established in 1948. They won an award in 2019. They're a member of the Northern Ontario Art Association. And yeah, and I was asked if I wanted to be a member when I mentioned that I am learning art. I don't know if I will because these people are so good. So anyway, I could not afford, unfortunately, to support them in the way I would have liked. But I did buy some stuff. So I went with cards. So this was a painting. Well, not even a painting, a drawing, really. Do you call it a drawing or a painting? I'm not sure. But isn't this beautiful? I love this so much. You could just jump in the water. This was done with colored pencils. This artist started during COVID. So anyway, on the back, it says here, Duff Jennings, Canadian contemporary artist, living and creating in Sault Ste. Marie. So I bought this. It was $5. It's just a card. She had beautiful art. I was really, really drawn to her art. She does more realism and she does animals and nature, my favorite things in life, and water. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Let me bring it. Look at that water. I mean, it looks like you could dip your toes in there. So, and I did a boat last month for my calendar. Not as nice as that. And I collected some cards too. And I thought I got one of her cards. But I guess I didn't. But anyway. Then I was talking to this artist. She works in acrylics. Isn't that beautiful? So this card was $6, and these are all just prints of the big artwork. And I fell in love with the colors here because it reminds me so much of camp. And of course, this is all local area. So this is what it looks like where I live. And I go kayaking a lot down at Gully Bay, which is Lake Superior. And I pass scenes like this all the time. So I had to get this. So this was done by Nancy Norman. And she says she has her back porch set up with all her art. So it's art in the back porch, and she's really good, and she was really nice. I really enjoyed talking to her. Everyone was so nice. And so she gave me her card through my eyes, and I talked with everybody there. And then I fell in love with this one. Isn't that beautiful? It's a moose among the cattails, and it's more... I don't know what this art style is called. It's more, I want to say stylistic, but I don't know if that's the right word. I don't have the vocabulary down yet. But I love it. I fell in love with it. I would love to be able to paint like all of these people. They're so beautiful. So anyway, this is called Be Strong. And I had to get it when I saw that. And it's by Mary Lou McDonald. Are these beautiful? And then there's this one. And I don't remember who this was by, but she was a watercolor artist, and I talked to her for a while. And all of these could be framed. You don't have to use them as cards, you know? So let's open this up. I just want to see if she has information on the inside. No, but I think it might be Susan. Yeah, I think this is the same artist. That looks the same. Yeah, she gave me her card. She's Susan, the watercolor artist. She was also very nice. And this is a person who teaches watercolor classes online. And she suggested that I look him up because I said I'm learning. And I told her about Paul Clark. I really like Paul Clark. So yeah. And then there's one more that I want to show you. I think I'm just going to put her card in here so I remember that it's her. Yeah, it's really good idea to have their names on the back. And when I saw that this was called Be Strong, I had to get that one. So this is colored pencil, acrylic. I can't remember what this was. It looks like watercolor, doesn't it? There's a name here. Mary Lou McDonald. But I can't remember what this was done, but I think watercolor. And then this last one was done in oil paint. Isn't this beautiful? The colors are gorgeous. So, yeah, and I like that she put on it from an original oil by Judy Henderson. That is beautiful. So, yeah, and there were so many other artists, and there was one lady that I wanted to buy from, but I talked to her for so long, and she was she told me she was the lady who runs the Art Society, and she invited me to join, and I got so nervous that I had to walk away, because I just get really nervous. I have social anxiety, and she was so nice, and I said I would consider joining, but I don't feel like I'm good enough yet. I mean, you've seen my work, you guys. I'm nowhere close to these people. They are impressive. So, yeah. Which one of these was Nancy? Excuse me. Here's Nancy. I'm going to put her card in here after. And let me just back you up a little bit so I could get everything in. So I was just super impressed. Excuse me, I have the hiccups. I always have the hiccups when I talk. I don't know why. Hang on. So that is it, but that's not all I bought. In the gift shop, they also had all of the Lake Superior stones. The guy who runs the museum apparently polishes them. He has a rock polishing kit, so I had to buy 3 stones. These were $1 each. And these are just like the stones I pick, only they've been polished in a rock polisher. And I don't know if you could see the beautiful colors. So I am constantly picking stones. I have to get a rock polishing kit. I really do. I've been collecting stones since I was a little girl. Even now, when it's really hard for me to bend over and pick them up, I still pick up rocks all the time. So there's this one. And then I had to get this one. This is a pudding stone. And they are local to our area. You don't really find these in a lot of places. So it's almost like, it reminds me of cement. It's like a natural cement where all the little tiny rocks have congealed into a bigger rock type of thing. They're really cool. And look how beautifully they shine up. They don't look this pretty when they're not shined up. Although they do if you get them wet. They're beautiful when they're wet. That's what I like about rock polishing. They look like wet rocks. They're so cool. And then I got this pretty green one. Isn't this beautiful? It has some lines and bands. I might try to paint these ones. Because look at the colors. Isn't that gorgeous? I should have bought more. So I have not been to the museum for a long time. And of course, by the time I got there, they were closing in half an hour. So I only had a little bit of time. But I will definitely go back and look at the museum. And I just had a lot of fun. I would like to join the Art Society, but I just don't feel like I'm up to it. All the ladies gave me so many tips, and the lady who runs it, her name was Sherry. She was so nice, and I told her I'm not good enough yet to join. She goes, as long as you love art, that's all you need, just the love of art. So, and it's only $40. So I said, you know what? I said, I go to camp for the summer, because they only have one more meeting in June, and then they're done for the summer, and then they start up again in September. So the first meeting is September 2nd. And I said, well, I won't be back for September 2nd. God willing, I'm going to stay at camp for the first 2 weeks of September. I usually like to stay there for the last 3 weeks of August and the first 2 weeks of September. Sometimes the whole month of August. It depends on what's going on. And maybe I'll go for their October meeting and see. I just don't feel like I'm good enough. I only paint in sketchbooks. I did a few bigger acrylic paintings, but they're not big. They're like 8 by 10 size. And my biggest thing that I've done was my portrait that I did with that class by Ellen Picard. So, yeah. So, and this is the size I usually paint, or half of that. And these are just prints of really big, beautiful artworks. So that is what I got. My sailboat, this beautiful sunflower. The colors are gorgeous. The moose and the cattails, the beautiful boathouse, and the boat. Which one do you like the best? And also, which rock do you like the best? Oh, aren't these beautiful? I love them all. And there was another really bright red one that I should have got. They're only $1 each. I should have got more rocks. But I wasn't parked really close to the thing, and I didn't want to have to carry a heavy bag of rocks. So, yeah. They're so pretty. I think I'm going to get myself a rock polisher this year. I always say that, and I never do, because it looks like so much work to polish rocks. But anyway, I'm going to put in a little really quick video of the museum. I took a quick video, and if the video didn't turn out, it was super windy, then I'll just put a picture. All right, guys, here's a quick video I took of the outside of our little museum. They've got a lot of really cool things in here. This is Queen Street, and you can see all of the construction. And this is a building that is a really nice restaurant. And yeah, that's all it is. So I'm going to go back to the regular video, okay? All right. So that's where I was today. What do you think? There's a lot of construction, so it doesn't look as pretty as it should, but that's our downtown area. And that is the museum. Anyway, that is it. I know this is something different. I really enjoyed going there, and yeah, I had so much fun. So let me know in the comments which are your favorites. All right, thank you for spending time with me today. I hope you liked this. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe, the notification bell. All of those wonderful things that help me as a channel. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. Take care. Stay safe. Happy crafting. Happy painting. Happy whatever it is you love to do. Have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.